Hey, what's up everybody? Ryan here and welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful morning or afternoon or whenever it is that you are watching this video. Today we are on Diamond, my Northern Hemisphere island, and I wanted to make one very particular change to this island, which I'm going to be doing in today's video. This is something that I've kind of seen on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram as of late, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that when I make the exact same change to my island, that it comes out okay. At least it should. I can't see any reason why it wouldn't, but we will just we'll get there when we get there, and we'll see what we think. So for a long time on this island, I've used what a lot of people call the path. The path is a custom 9 to 15 custom design pattern that you can use on your island to replace what is essentially the default patterns that you get when you unlock the island designer. So your brick pathing, your dirt pathing, and things of that nature. A lot of people who have a cottagecore or natural themed island are going to use or are inclined to use this custom pathway, which, like I said before, is called the path. And I've had it on this island pretty much since I started designing it back in the summer of last year. And while it has been really, really nice overall aesthetically, this new version of the path that I've been seeing a lot of people use lately is looking a lot better. And so what I want to do is I want to see what that style of path looks like on this island, and hopefully it's one to keep. So even though it's really early in the morning here, luckily for us, with one of the latest updates, we can now access custom designs from anywhere. Sorry, Able Sisters, but once they released this app, it kind of made it a moot point to go to the store and to access anything, honestly. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and load up the creator code that that I found for this path, and I will show it to everybody who wants it as well, because I'm sure that once I show it off, there are going to be quite a few people who also are going to want it too. So 948819722446. As I mentioned before, this is a 9 to 15 design slot pattern. And as you can see here, it is a little bit more detailed than the default version of the path. There's a lot more colors in it. It's a little bit more detailed in the edges and in the borders in general. And so what I'm going to do is I'm pretty much just going to download everything. And what this will do, for those that don't know, is if you replace a custom design that you have downloaded, it will automatically replace it if you have it out on your island somewhere. So instead of, downloading this entire thing and then having to go down and relay paths all over the place again, what this will simply do is, oops, wrong spot, is it will keep everything as is, and I don't have to do any further work. I just simply have to download them, replace what's already on the island, and that'll take care of it. Another thing that I like to do is I like to kind of mix and match the different types of pathways that I use. So for example, you can already tell that for this particular style of the path, they have added a lot of leaves around the bordering of the pathway. And what I'm going to do is I don't want there to be that many accents on the path. And so what I can already tell is that there is a clean version with no leaves down here as well that I can download. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start mixing and matching and making it so that my entire collection of the path, or rather this path in particular, isn't just universally the same all the way around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download a clean version of the bottom portion. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take leaves in the bottom left, right about there, and then I need left middle and right middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a clean left middle, since the upper left already has leaves on it, and then I'm going to do a leafy right middle, which is right here. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is on the far left, which isn't really accented that much, which is, I think that's totally fine. So let's take a look here and see. Another thing that I kind of want to download are these accents here, which I can then scatter around on different parts of the island that have blank spots on them. So instead of utilizing weeds to fill in blank spots, I can use that as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that down here, And before I do so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the top one here with a clean one, and then replace the bottom one here with a leaf one. I feel like there's a bit too many leaf accents across the top and then into the middle right. So I'm going to replace those two that I just said. Top one with a clean one. And then bottom one's going to get some leaves on it. And then another pattern that I just noticed as well is this pattern right here. It provides a little bit of kind of a breakup in the middle of the path, which I'm going to download and show why this pattern in particular, or this slot in particular, is really important for me on various parts of the island. So we'll download this one first. And I really like these ones that only have just the smallest amount of accents on it. Not too much, but also not too little to where it's kind of a moot point. So we'll download this one. And then once I leave this, you will see that every path that we had passed on the way up here has now been replaced by this more detailed version of the path. And so what I'm going to do really quick before I leave, just in case, is I'm going to go ahead and favorite this creator. And one more time again, for those that missed it and don't want to go all the way back, there's the code one more time. And now we are going to head out to the island and take a look and see what it looks like. And fingers crossed, like I said, hopefully it comes out looking either just as good or a little bit nicer. And already I can tell the amount of detail that pathway has now added to the island is pretty insane. The original version of the path is quite cartoony, which is not a bad thing given the overall aesthetic of Animal Crossing New Horizons, but this version of the path, for some reason, just adds so many different layers and aesthetics and just overall design to what is, for the most part, generally speaking, a pretty boring, grassy cover for everybody's island. And even though it's not immediately apparent of the small changes that I did, like I said before, making some of the bordering parts of the path clean versus with leaves on it, you can already tell, and I can already tell you that if every single part of this path had leaves on it, it would be a little bit crazier. It'd be a little bit more, not necessarily messy, but I feel like there would be way too much going on. But so far, I am loving how this looks. It looks fantastic. Good morning, Coco. Oh, I hear fleas on you. I'll get them later after this video. But yeah, I think this is going to be the path that I'm going to stick with for this island for, I guess, as long as the island is around. This is how we'll keep it. And so really quick, what I want to do now is I want to show you why I downloaded that one spot in the middle. Now, regardless of whether or not I'm using this custom path or I'm using the custom or the designs that are in the Island Designer app, I still like to make my paths about 2 tiles wide. And what you can see here is it was very pretty blank. There really wasn't a lot going on, not like there would be right here where it's thinner. And so what I'm going to do is in some places where it was just like a blank spot, so this one here, I'm going to add instead a little bit of a breakup. And I think I did that completely wrong. I actually think I downloaded the wrong thing. I downloaded the wrong thing. This is supposed to go, I'll exemplify this really quick. This is supposed to go, so if I were to remove, oops, wrong thing. Oh my gosh, what a disaster. This one here with this one, it's supposed to just be kind of like this little dirt path that's kind of like off to the side, kind of very similarly accented to the leaves here. And actually, now that I'm looking at that, I think I really like that, considering the fact that this was supposed to be where the fishing area was supposed to go. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to place that back down one more time, place the fishing rod out, and there you go. So I actually like that a little bit better. And then I might put out a stool here as well. That way it looks like someone is supposed to sit here to go fishing. But yeah, that actually looks not too bad. But yeah, I'll download it later, but that's essentially what I would do if I had downloaded the right path. I would have removed that one and then put something else in the middle instead. But quick tour of the island here. I'm really liking this version of it. if you want to download the same thing, if you've downloaded the original version of the path or another version of the path and you really like this style instead, there you go. But I think what I'm going to do now is to showcase this path better, as well as the rest of the island with it. I'm going to take some cinematic shots of the island in various places, and that'll do it for this video. But as we get closer and closer to finishing this island overall, I'm making just some changes every now and again, and I think this is one. You know what, Coco? I'll take care of that right now. This is one that I definitely think is going to be worth keeping. So what you're going to see in a moment is just those cinematic shots that I'm going to take here. Perfect timing. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like. It always helps to let me know which videos you guys really like to see on this channel. And if you're new to the channel and want to see more videos from me in the future, be sure to subscribe and turn notifications on. That way you are always notified whenever a new video is posted. So here's what I'm talking about. So you replace that with this, and it'll probably look a whole lot better. And it does already look a lot cleaner. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much. And enjoy the various shots of this island with the brand new version of the path. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.